Welcome to ITM University Online. This is a webinar on a concept that has taken the HR world by storm. A concept that was unheard a few years ago. I am going to talk about Agile HR. Don't be surprised with this concept. This is the talk of the town or the buzzword for the years to come. The Agile model of HR states that the human resource job should be reinvented. Traditionally, the HR manager focuses on implement controls and standards and drive execution. Implementation and execution, these were the buzzwords of a traditional HR manager or personal manager. But he has to reinvent himself. He has to go for a facelift. And that is known as Agile HR. Agile HR is all about facilitating and improving organizational agility. Organizational agility is all about the ability of the organization to adapt to changes. If you look around, you can see changes happening every now and then. Even at the flip of this finger, changes are happening that has deep impact on your business. Therefore, all the departments should adapt according to that change so that the organization can overcome or surpass the challenge thrown in by the external environment. Therefore, the organization should be very agile. Similarly, HR function also should be agile enough to support these constant changes happening. It just should not focus on execution and implementation. Therefore, it means driving programs that create adaptability, innovation, collaboration, and speed. There are four important keywords when you talk about Agile HR. First one is adaptability. Traditionally, HR is considered as very rigid or straitjacketed, but it's no longer like that. You have to be flexible enough to accommodate the needs and demands of the organization or business. Next, transparency. You are answerable to the customers, you are answerable to the employees, therefore you have to be transparent in whatever you do. Simplicity. Employees and customers or anybody, they are living in a very fast-paced world where they want results as fast as possible. And they won't want to go through a complex process. If you want to exit the organization or if you want to apply for a job, they want responses very fast. Therefore, simplicity and agility should be the buzzword for HR department. And these are the four words that any HR department should keep in their mind when they are going to pursue Agile HR. So I want to quote a few examples for the ways in which an organization can adopt Agile HR. One way is training leaders at all levels of the company to act as coaches, not managers. There is a big difference between a manager and a coach. Manager just forces people to do it, but a coach helps them to be future leaders. Therefore, a coach trains a person to be a leader, whereas a manager just gives him instruction. You need to expand your thinking to become a coach. As a manager, you can be narrow. That is one example of introducing Agile HR in your HR department. Another one is designing the organization into small high-performance teams that set their own targets. When the team is very big, when lots of people are involved, decision-making becomes very tough. A lot of decisions are kept pending and the time delay is too much, which nowadays organizations can't afford to. Therefore, you have to confine yourself to small high-performing teams that can act and that can bring results very fast. Then, creating customer interactions within all groups and functions in the company. Usually only frontline managers or frontline employees are interacting with the customers. But you have to make sure that all the employees in the organization should know the expectation of the customer. They should know the needs and the feeling of the customer. Then only they can provide their best services to them. Delivering a strong focus, mission and values to keep everyone aligned. For the success of an Agile HR initiative, individual goals should be aligned with the organizational goals. Therefore, occasional checkpoints should be there to make sure that employees are aligned with the organizational goals. Then creating systems with lots of transparent information. That means employees should know what they are doing. Employees should know what is expected out of them. 100% clarity should be there. Supervisors and employees, they should sit together and decide on a common goal, which is in alignment with organizational goal. Implementing systems of engagement, not just systems of record. Engagement. Employees should engage in their work. Customers should be engaged with the brand. That's how you can build a brand that will last. Make sure that in all initiatives that you adopt, there should be the engagement component. Build a focus on continuous learning and learning culture at all levels. You should focus on a learning organization. An organization that improves on a continuous basis. Improves on the process, improves on the structure, improves on all aspects of its existence. And finally, implementing a strong external employment brand that attracts the right kind of people. When you put in place these right kind of Agile HR practices, then you will be successful in building a very good employer brand. A place where all the people will be dying to get in, and the people will be very happy to be a part of your organization. For example, the initiatives taken by Google. Google is considered as the best place to work, and all people are vying in to be a part of a Google. Therefore, they have implemented a lot of Agile HR practices. To conclude, or my final words is that if you are in HR, or if you are running a business, or if you are anybody related to a business, Agile HR is a concept that you have to breathe in, that you have to keep hold of and implement. You can experience the difference, experience the power of the concept right from day one. It is 100% necessary to make sure that your organization survives. You are living in a very unpredictable world where competition is taking away your market, your customers, your employees. Therefore, if you want to retain your profit, if you want to retain your employees, if you want to retain your customers, make sure that you have Agile HR practices in place. If you have those in your kitty, you don't have to worry about anything else. Thank you.